Everybody, welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be reacting to Macdonald Dummies. This was requested by Zodiac, so thank you so much Zodiac for this request. I know that this is like a controversial one, but that's okay. I have heard of Tom Macdonald before, but I haven't heard this song specifically. So let's just get right into it.
I love the earth, but I don't really want to save it. Everything is sexist, homophobic, or it's racist. When life gives us lemons, we're supposed to want to change it. But my generation rather take some pills than escape it. Say that I'm transphobic if you wanna, but one day I'll be a father, and I really hope my
His beanie says uncancelable. I don't even know, I can't even say that word. Uncancelable.
take some pills then escape it. Say that I'm transphobic if you wanna, but one day I'll be a father, and I really hope my son don't grow up to be my daughter. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, skin should be a little thicker. That's the problem, being honest got them triggered. The kids are getting weaker cause they're sheltered by society. Pumpkin spice Ativan for seasonal anxiety. Wokeness has become a way to bully non-violently and cancel everyone without improving on the life we lead.
That's true. I mean, I posted something, I just got a TikTok, and Tony Robbins was talking about this. He was talking about how liberals are supposed to fight for your freedoms, like for freedom of speech, freedom of, but that also counts for freedom of expression, like identity or whatever. But I think freedom of speech is number one on our, what we're supposed to stand for as the U.S. And the fact that people want to take that away and they don't see a problem with it is it's pretty bad to me.
The white there's no black, without the straight there's no gay, without the men there's no women, without the night there's no day, without the idiots we couldn't laugh at them when they fall. So maybe we need them after all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all, ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Hey, I guess you love to be wrong, or you don't have the guts of the balls. Dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum. I love the earth, but I don't really want to save it. Everyone's obsessed with making stupid.
I like how he's like kind of comedic in his videos and songs. Like he's using like the Dummies arms.
People famous. If a white boy raps, then it's called appropriation. But Beyonce does a hair blonde and people say she slayed it. Everybody's outraged, everybody's mad. Our solutions to the issues don't make no sense. If stairs are the problem, we build wheelchair ramps. We don't cancel feet or persecute the people with legs. The feminists who started.
That's true. There's you build a wheelchair ramp. Like it doesn't have to be all radical solutions when there's like simple ones. It just doesn't make sense.
The movement would be ashamed of so many things. They fought so you can vote. I show your butthole on OnlyFans. I'm not a bad person because you don't like what I say. Call me homophobic just because I think straight. I love people even though we disagree. I wish we could get Wi-Fi signals from a tree. Then everyone would plant them and we'd probably save the planet for free. Too bad we only need them to breathe.
That's true.
Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Hey, I guess you love to be wrong, or you don't have the guts of the balls. Hey, dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum. I love the earth, but I don't really want to save it. Classifying people by their sex and race degrades them, but we still say straight white males are the worst of our population. Guess the labels are okay if they're Caucasian. Our kids are living in their rooms. I swear.
That's very true. I've heard people say that there's like no such thing to be racist against white people, which is completely wrong. Because if you hate white people, that's being racist.
Where we barely ever see them. Go outside sometime. There's fresh air you could be breathing. Put your phones down. Play sports. Do something illegal. Go and meet your sometime. Okay, if they're Caucasian. Our kids are living in their rooms. I swear we barely ever see them. Go outside sometime. There's fresh air you could be breathing. Put your phones down. Play sports. Do something illegal. Go and meet your families. They're probably nice people. These days.
They're probably nice people. That's so true. Like, kids these days are always inside, always playing video games. At least when we were kids, we grew up with like both. We grew up with technology coming up, but we were also outside. So that was like a good balance, I think. Not saying that every young person is like this, obviously, but it's sad how much they're influenced by what they see online in the internet, on TikTok, on so many different things. Like, it's just, they have phones in their hands by the time they're like 5 years old, and that's, I don't know if that's a good thing.
You're a Nazi if you don't hate the police. They say that white folks think all Asian people are Chinese. I'm sorry, what kind of white people you mean? English, Scottish, German, Swedish, or Greek? And Black Lives Matter was problematic. It excludes anyone without the pigment. It's automatic. I understand all the reasons it happened, but including all humans is the actual answer.
That's true, and I did a video a long time ago, and I put it like when I started like a different channel, but I took everything down. But anyway, I said that defunding the police didn't really mean defunding the police, because I didn't think it was, and then I like looked it up and it actually was. So I've learned a lot since then. I've changed a lot of my opinions since then, and it's not good for us to always be fed the same thing. We should look at the other side, and I'm so happy that like Joe Rogan and people like have podcasts that can talk about these things, and Russell Brand had Candace Owens on his podcast, and obviously he disagrees with her on many things, but at least they're talking about it, and I think that's very, very important, because we shouldn't just hate each other just because we think different things, and maybe find out why they think those things, because maybe they're not completely informed about certain things. And that's why I've changed my opinion on many things, because I wasn't completely informed about them. I thought that it was something different when it wasn't. But, yeah.
Oh no.
Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Hey, yo! I guess you love to be wrong, or you don't have the guts of the balls. Hey, yo! Dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum dum.
Well, I guess his new album came out today. That was a good song. I liked the actual song is pretty catchy, and what he said, obviously. So that was Tom Macdonald, Dummies. I agree on pretty much everything he said, I think. Maybe I missed some things, but overall it's true. Divide and conquer is just an amazing phrase, because it's completely true. If people are divided, it's so much easier to conquer them. So imagine if we were united and weren't fighting about race and gender. And I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I don't associate with any of them because I don't think that they're for the people. Tony Robbins was also saying that words, obviously, they affect you, right? I mean, they do hurt, unless you don't let them, of course. But I mean, that's easier said than done. But it shouldn't be to the point that you're completely banning people off of platforms just because they say something. Just because they call somebody like a he or she, maybe it was an accident, they don't care. They'll just ban you, and that's the end of your account, like, forever. How is that? How does anybody agree with that? I honestly believe that we don't even need a government. Why don't we just have our own, like, there's a quote that I'll probably put in the beginning, that says, good people don't need laws. I think the more you force things on people, the more they don't want to do it. If we would just unite and maybe stand up to them, maybe things will start to change. But Megan Murphy was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and she was talking about that. And, people told her horrible things, like she can go kill herself. They called her horrible names. They said terrible things to her. And she just called somebody a he, and she was completely banned. But you can say death threats. You can tell somebody to kill themselves, but that's okay. You'll stay on whatever platform it is. If it's controversial, they won't monetize it either. If you talk about things that make sense, things that matter, things that are important, you're not going to be monetized. You're probably going to be banned if you say something that's not in their perspective. I mean, people should think, like, why are they trying to push this upon us? Again, I think it comes to just dividing us, to make us hate each other. GFam gave me a great example. He said, it's like having a jar of bugs, and the bugs are living fine, peacefully with each other, until you come and you shake it, and then they'll start like attacking each other. The bugs will attack each other because they think that, oh, you did it, like you caused me harm, when it's really the human, you know, shaking the jar, but they don't see that. Let me know what you guys thought. I would love to hear everybody's perspective. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys have a great day or night, and I hope to see you guys next time.